Hi everybody, I'm Lisa, and for today's Vinyasa flow, get yourself in a comfortable seated position and make sure you have a strap or a block handy for today's class. All right, so we're going to start seated and with a tall lifted spine. Think about rolling the shoulders back and down, slightly opening the chest. Your hands can be on your knees or in your lap. From here, I'd like for you to start to breathe in and out through your nose. And you're going to take your head and just gently kind of pull your chin in so that the back of your head is in line with the back of your spine. Okay? From here, go ahead and close your eyes and start to notice different parts of the body and how they feel. Start to notice your breath. Is it short and shallow? See if you can start to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. You're still keeping your chin in a neutral position, but once again, the head is pulled back just to keep the entire spine in alignment. From here, just gently start to take your chin down. Rather than taking the chin forward and down, lower in the chest, we want to keep our head position where it is, but we're just tucking the chin in and then down. So the chin is tucked in a little bit more towards the throat. Start to form your Ujjayi breath as you extend your inhales and your exhales, so that you can hear your breath as it moves in and out through your throat, even with the mouth closed. As you focus more on the breath, start to inhabit more of your body, letting the thoughts of your day slowly kind of move away. The focus isn't there. The focus is on your breath and your body. My quote for today comes from an author named Natalie Wright. She says, "Life isn't about perfection, it's about persistence." So with your yoga practice today, think about it as not something of perfection in every pose, but about persistence, about continuing on in the face of whatever sensations you may be feeling, accepting where you are today, modifying if you need to make a pose more comfortable or more accessible to your body, or even kind of being careful moving into a pose, not going very deep if you have an injury, maybe backing away from a pose. At the same time, feel free to go deeper into any poses that you would like. So kind of take that quote, inhabit it for this next hour as we're on our mats. It's about just kind of accepting where you are and persisting, not demanding perfection. From here, I'd like for you to just gently open your eyes. You should be looking down at the floor in front of you because your chin is tilted downwards. Let the eyes kind of accommodate to any brightness of light, and then slowly lift the chin back up. All right, from here, we're going to make our way onto all fours. We're going to begin with some hip back circles. So it doesn't matter what direction you go, just start to turn, making a big circle with your hips. You'll feel it stretch out the back. And if this is uncomfortable in any way, feel free to do a slower and a smaller circle. So as you go around like this, we're warming up the wrists, the shoulders, the hips, and the knees. The next time you come forward, stop and then turn in the other direction. Notice if it feels different at all, turning this way. Is there something going on in your body that makes maybe one side feel this movement a little bit more than the other? And then when you're ready, return back to a tabletop position. Make sure the shoulders are over the hands or the wrists. Knees are about hip distance apart. Extend the shoulders back, slightly bend the elbows so the points of the elbows are pointed more towards your thighs. And then as you inhale through your nose, scoop forward and up with the chin and the tailbone. Exhale round. Chin goes to your chest, belly goes up and in. Tailbone moves down. Inhale again to your cat. Exhale to your cow. Or excuse me, that's opposite. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. So it's like we're making a scared Halloween cat, kind of rounding the back. All right, so as we do a couple more of these cows and then cats, we're gonna add a little bit of movement. Go ahead and do one more. And then come back to your table. Take your knees a little bit wider apart. Big toes come together to touch. We're going to add into this a modified child's pose. I'm pushing my bottom back towards my heels, but my head is still staying somewhat lifted. I'm not resting it on the ground yet. So here we go, let's begin. Start to inhale. You're moving into your cow. Arching the back, letting the belly hang, gaze is up. And then when you need to exhale, start to round, moving into your cat, and then continue to push back into a modified child's pose. Taking that pause between the breaths, and then when you need to inhale again, you're moving forward and up into your cow. And you need to exhale, move to your cat, and push back. Let your breath guide the movement. Your body follows your breath. Do 3 more of these on your own. And then when you finish, stay in a full and complete child's pose, letting your forehead rest down onto the mat or a towel or even a block if you need to. Releasing and letting go. Kind of stretching out more of the lower back and the hips as you stay in a full child's pose. Feel your breath. As you inhale, the belly will expand out and maybe push against the thighs. Feel a letting go as you exhale. All right, rise back up again into your table. Bring the knees back underneath your hips. Take your right hand, place it beneath your face, sort of in the middle of your mat. Line up your right knee with your right hand. Then I want you to open up to your left side, extending your left leg straight. Left arm goes up to the sky. You want to open up the front of the body. So if the bottom is kind of pushing back, I want you to kind of tuck your bottom in. Let the hips come forward. You're stacking the bones so that the wrist or the hand is beneath the shoulder, the knee is beneath the hip, and the hand, the knee, and the foot are all in the same line or same plane. As you're here, you're breathing, we're gonna open up the shoulders just a little bit more in this version of Vashisthasana. So extend this left arm down, inhale it forward and up. Exhale down, inhale up. One more time, exhale down, inhale up. Turn the palm of that raised hand to face towards your head, and now find length for the entire left side of the body as you extend your left arm out beyond your head. Still keeping the hips in line, coming forward. Raise that arm up, take it down, and you'll move back onto all fours once again. From here, you'll take your left hand, place it underneath your face. Line up your left knee with your left hand, and then turn, opening to your right, extending your right leg straight, getting your hand, your knee, and your foot all in the same line, taking the hips forward, opening up more of the front of the body, then raising the right arm up to the sky. When you're ready, exhale, swinging that right hand down towards your hip. Inhale, take it forward, and then up. Exhale down. Inhale up. So once again, we're following our breath with the movement of our body. So if you find that you're hurrying or rushing your breath, slow down the turn of your circle with your hand. One more time. Exhale down. Inhaling forward and up. From here, you're going to turn your right palm to face towards your head, and then extend that right arm out beyond, kind of in line. That right arm is in line with your ear rather than slightly in front of your face. See if you can get more openness. Breathing. Take the right arm back up, swing it down, and make your way back to all fours. From here, you're going to lower your belly onto the mat. Extend your legs straight out from you. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Elbows are pointed downward towards the mat, and they're tucked in against your ribs. From here, find length in the neck and the head by pulling the shoulders back even more. Inhale to a gentle cobra. Exhale, release down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. One more time, inhale to a cobra. Exhale down. For this next one, you can inhale to a cobra again, or push up onto straighter arms if the back is okay with it. This is seal pose. Your thighs are on the mat. Try and draw the shoulders down and back. Let the chest come forward. Exhale, release down. All right, once again, for this next one, you can rise into cobra or seal or curl under your toes to kind of shift your torso forward, coming up onto straight arms, stacking the shoulders above the wrists, opening the chest, engaging the thighs, lifting them off the mat. The toes are pointed. You're in upward facing dog. Breathing. And then from here, curl under your toes, push back into a down dog. Pedal your feet. And then when you're ready, you'll start to settle the heels a little bit more downward toward the mat. Make sure you're also pushing into the fingers, not just the heel of your hand. Let the head relax and release. If you need to, you can put bend in your knees to help get a straighter spine and a more lifted tailbone. Your choice. Take in another breath, and then as you exhale, walk your feet forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Letting the head release so that the crown of the head is pointed down towards your mat. Bend the knees to whatever degree you need to get more comfortable in this first stretch for the back of our body. Your hands, if they don't come to the ground, they can hang, or you can grab your elbows and let the head hang heavy. If you like the support, you can rest your hands on your block. As the head is hanging down, take a look back at those knees. The kneecaps should be in line with your second and third toes. Start to shift more weight into the front of your feet. If it feels good, you can sway a little bit left to right with the torso. And you can also do a little bit of movement or nodding of the head to help release the neck. Maybe nodding up and down, left to right, little head circles, whatever you'd like. Then after releasing the neck, once again, let the head come down. Your gaze should, if your eyes are open, they're looking through your legs. Weight, transfer it back into the front of the feet. Inhale, rise up halfway to Ardha Uttanasana. Open the chest as you lift up. The spine is at hip level, is lengthened and long. See if you can extend the neck forward along with the head while pulling the shoulders up and then back. The chin is in a neutral position. Your gaze is at the floor. From here, exhale, fold and release down again. Put more bend in your knees and rise up. Really slow. Taking your time rising up. Once your head is up, reach up with your arms, bringing them above your head. Hands come together, and then exhale them in at your heart. All right, inhale up again. Exhale, namaste. Let's begin our sun salutation. You'll want to be a little bit more towards the top of your mat. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Shifting your weight forward. Inhale, half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale down. Step back into plank with an inhale. Shifting the shoulders over the wrists, you're on your toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, seal, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. From here, take in another breath. Exhale, walk your feet forward to your hands in Uttanasana. Inhale, half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale down. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, namaste. Inhale, rising up again. Exhale, forward fold down. Shifting your weight forward, keeping it there. Half forward fold as you inhale. Exhale down. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it through to the top of your mat. Releasing the left knee down. Point the toes. Inhale, back and up with the arms to Anjaneyasana. Getting a big opening for the front of the body, not just the left hip flexor, but all along the front of the body. If you can, your gaze goes up to the sky. If that's too much, keep your gaze going forward. Breathing. Exhale, hands come back to the mat. Move into a runner's lunge with the straight left leg. You're still keeping the knee pretty much above that right ankle, but your body weight moves into your left hand. You can also place your block beneath your left hand. Slightly draw your right hip back, and then on your next exhale, you're twisting and opening up to the right. The right arm is going up to the sky, or if you need to, place it at your waist. Breathing. Exhale, coming down. You need to move your block aside. Step that right leg back into your plank, and then exhale, chaturanga. Feel free to do a knee chaturanga if you need to. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step and feed it through to the top of your mat. Right knee comes down, point the right toes. As you next inhale, you're bringing your arms up and back, opening the chest, opening up in the armpits, opening up in this right hip, opening up in the throat. Take your gaze back. Lower the hands down. Move back into a runner's lunge. Feel free to place the block underneath your right hand. Think about just gently drawing the left hip back some. And then as you next exhale, you're twisting and opening up to your left. Gaze is going up or to the side as you breathe. Lower the left hand down. Step into your plank with an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. As you next inhale, rise into the toes, look between the hands. At the end of your next exhale, lightly hop or walk to your Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, taking it back down. Inhale, rising and reaching up. Exhale, namaste. All right, so we're going to do another salutation. We're going to add more onto that for each side of the body. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale down. You can either inhale, stepping back into your plank, or from this exhale, go and move, jumping back into your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, once again, step it forward. Release the left heel down. We're going for heel to arch alignment. Inhale, warrior one. Sinking down into that right knee a little bit more. Extending the left leg back straighter. Keeping the torso forward. Arms are going up. If you need to modify, hands are at your waist, Or if you have a shoulder injury, it may feel better just to keep your hands down and behind your back. Still breathing. From here, transition into a warrior two. Right arm is forward, left arm is back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a quick peek at that right knee. Make sure the middle of the kneecap is in line with your second and third toes. Then let your gaze extend forward, out beyond the fingertips. Take this left arm, swing it down. Bring it forward to meet the right and up. You're moving back to your warrior one. Bring your hands together at your heart. From here, you're going to step into Utkatasana or chair pose. You'll start to lean forward, take that left foot and bring it forward. Now move into a version of Utkatasana where the knees are apart here, just like this, okay? I'm going to show you why in just a moment. I'm going to get my block ready also for what's coming up. All right, so we're in our Utkatasana. Let's go ahead and extend our arms forward, really sinking down a little bit more. You're pushing your knees and your bottom back so that you can see all 10 toes. From here, let's twist to our right. So the left elbow goes onto the right thigh. Check your knees. If that left knee is coming forward, think about pulling it back to keep the lower spine in alignment. If the right arm up to the sky is uncomfortable, maybe rest it on your back. See if you can release the left hand down while the right arm is up or on your back. You're working to keep the spine still straight in this twist. From here, release, bringing your hands back. We're going to sink down into Malasana or garland pose. So you'll see my heels are on the mat. If that's difficult to do, you can always place your block underneath to help get that openness. If you're really tight in the back though of the ankles, you may have to keep the heels lifted. Now as you're here, your elbows are going on the insides of your thighs. Create that resistance to help open the chest and maybe flatten the back, drawing the shoulders down and away from the neck. If you like to take your poses a lot deeper, you can always rise up, moving into a crow pose. If you have a carpeted floor though, I would suggest being very careful because it can make the floor a little bit more unstable for the wrists, and the wrists can kind of really feel that discomfort. So I would suggest only doing crow if you have a solid or firm surface beneath you. All right, so whichever you're doing, crow, Bakasana, and if you are doing crow, the knees go into the back of the triceps rather than outside of the elbows. Okay, hands are positioned closer to the feet. I'm not going to do it because I have a thick carpet and I did it yesterday. It really hurt my wrists. So from here, whichever pose you're in, you're going to release and go ahead and step back, or if you're in your crow, you can do a jump back to your chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, take a moment, release back into a child's pose. Just releasing the wrists for anybody who did crow. All right, rise back up. Hands are more towards the top of your mat. Make your way back into your down dog. From here, inhale your left leg up. exhale, draw it through to the top of your mat, releasing the right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Keeping the breath moving, drawing the arms back. Left kneecap is going forward with the toes. Weight kind of rolls more into the outside edge of your right foot. Chest is open. And now move into your warrior two. Left arm is forward, opening the chest, bringing the shoulder blades a little bit closer together in your back. Left kneecap still stays open. And then let your gaze extend forward out beyond the left fingertips. Swing your right arm down. Bring both arms up. You're back into your warrior one. Virab one. Start to extend forward and step forward with your right leg. I'm going to back up a little bit. My mat's kind of gotten moved forward. Moving into your crow pose. Knees are apart. Kneecaps are once again still facing forward. And you're breathing. As you're here, sinking down, start to twist to your left. Your right elbow goes to your left thigh, left arm goes up. Your palm is facing away from you. Take a quick peek back. Make sure both knees are in alignment. To go deeper, the right fingers can go more towards the floor. You can also modify, maybe the left hand goes to the left waist. Breathing. Slowly come back, hands at your heart. Feet may go out a little bit more. Release down into Malasana or garland pose. Sitting on a block if you need to. And then kind of opening up the chest a little bit more. Seeing if you can slightly release the shoulders down. Still breathing. And then deciding if you want to move into a crow pose here or not. When you're done, taking the hands to the mat, stepping back into plank or jumping back into your chaturanga, and exhaling down. Inhaling to your upward position of choice. Exhaling, down dog. Releasing just briefly into a child's pose if you did crow, just to release the wrists. And then from here, rising back up, moving into your down dog one more time. And then on your next exhale, either walking or lightly hopping to Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, Namaste. All right. From here, now that we're standing, we're going to move into tree pose today. We're going to start on our right leg. Feel free to use a wall or anything, that piece of furniture to hang on to if you should need to. Feel free to move to a harder surface, once again, to give you a little bit more ankle and foot support. From here, we're going to start by rolling to our heel, then releasing into the ball of our foot, spreading our toes, and launching fully onto that straight right leg. Take a moment as you're on that right leg to line up the bones of the body. So we're tucking our bottom in, engaging the belly, and feeling the lift of the spine upwards, the engagement of the muscles in your thigh, and even in the glutes, the butt. So as you're here, you choose the version you'd like to do. Left heel can rest against the inside of the right ankle. The toes are on the mat to give you a little bit more support. The left knee is pointed out to the side. To go a little deeper, maybe the left foot is resting on the inside of the right calf. Or the foot can rest on the inside of the right thigh. You're still trying to open the knee out to the side, and you're keeping the belly engaged. Find a spot to gaze at in front of you that's not moving. Release your arms out to the sides. From here, let's grow our tree, raising our arms up. Still keeping a tall and lifted spine. Just release the left arm down. Right arm stays up. Now let's switch. Left arm up, right arm down. If you find you lose your balance in this movement, switching again, move the arms a little bit more slowly. Zero in on your spot to gaze at to help with your stability, your equilibrium. And then one more time. And then from here, bring your hands together at your heart. Release your hands down. Bring them together behind your back. Opening up more fully for the front of the chest and breathing. Release the hands and then release the legs. Shake out the standing legs. Actually shake out both. Sometimes the bent knee feels good to give it a little shake too. Then let's go to our other side. We'll plant our left heel into the mat, roll to the ball of the foot, spread the toes, engage the belly. You're kind of drawing or pulling in the butt a little bit to stack your energy and to kind of activate the muscles in that standing leg. Choose your version of the pose. Version 1, version 2, version 3. Belly stays engaged, breath is moving, arms are out at your sides. Face and gaze are soft. From here, let's grow our tree. Arms reach up. This time, the right arm lowers down, the left arm stays up. Now let's start to switch again. Left arm down, right arm is up. Switch. And switch. Let's do this just one more round. Once again, if you're losing your balance a little bit, move the arms just a little bit more slowly. Zero in on that spot you're looking at. Now bring your hands together at your heart. Breathing. Staying stable around the core. Release your hands, bringing them and interlacing the fingers behind your back. Drawing the shoulders down, reaching the hands downward towards the floor. From here, release your hands. And now release the standing leg. Shake it all out. Okay, at this point, we're going to make our way back to the mat. As you do, take your strap. We're going to place our strap into this way, into your right foot, but bend the left knee. You're going to lengthen that right leg straight out in front of you. Reach up the strap with straighter arms to help pull your shoulders away from your neck. Flex the right toes. As you exhale, start to raise up that straight right leg. Okay, go to a comfortable starting position where it doesn't feel like it's too extreme as far as the pull. It should feel more releasing and relaxing. Also make sure that right leg isn't shaking or quivering. That can be an indication you're raising the leg up a little too high too soon. From here, let's go a little deeper. Extend your left leg straight out on the mat. And let's go a little deeper again. You're going to flex those right toes downward a little bit more. All right, move your strap into your right hand. Turn the right toes outward to the right. And then slowly release that right leg over to your right as you exhale. You may want to take that left arm and open it out to the side so that you can kind of keep your weight in that left hip. We want to push down with that left hip so that you're not lifting and rolling off of the mat. You want to be lying flat here. You can also take your prop and place it anywhere underneath the length of that right leg to give you a little bit more comfort. As you're opening up, I want you to kind of check in with the left shoulder, the left hip, and the left heel. They should all be grounded and pushing down on the mat. Carefully raise the right leg up. You'll move your strap into your left hand. And then realign straight. Exhale, roll over to your left side, taking that right leg with you. The right leg may hover or come to touch the ground. From here, you can then open up your right arm. Palm is turned up and turn your head to the right. If this isn't comfortable, maybe the right hand goes on the waist. Maybe it reaches behind your head. You can also keep your head going up, looking at the sky if the turn of the head is too extreme. Let the eyes close if it helps you relax a little bit more, or if it helps you focus on your breath as you're in this twist. Slowly return your gaze upward. Lift up the right leg and make your way onto your back once again. Realign the body straight. Just hold here for another breath or so. Just maybe you have a touch more openness in that right leg and you might be able to move it a little higher up. Go ahead, bend the right knee, take your strap off, roll the right ankle around, extend the right leg out to meet the left, reach behind you with the hands, maybe rolling the fingers or the wrists to let go of any tightness from gripping the strap. Maybe put a little bit of arch in your lower back. As you next exhale, release your arms down and rebend your knees. Move the strap into your left foot, extending your left leg straight out on the mat, but the right knee stays bent. Release the shoulders down and away from your neck.
flexing that left toe, you'll start to exhale and raise the left leg up to a comfortable starting position so that the breath can move easily, so that the face can remain calm. We're gripping the strap, but not too tightly. Let's move a little bit deeper now by extending the right leg straight on the mat. And let's go even deeper by flexing the left toes down a little bit more. You'll move the strap into your left hand. Turn the left toes outward to the left, and then as you exhale, release that left leg over to your left side. If you'd like, open up your right arm so that you can keep the right shoulder, the right hip, and the right heel firmly grounded into the mat. Use the strength of your arms to help slowly raise that left leg back up. From here, you'll move the strap to your right hand. As you exhale, guide the left leg over to your right, and you'll roll onto the right side of your body. Then you can open up your left arm out from your shoulder and turn your head to the left, or any variation that you like. Think about relaxing and releasing all around the core. And then turn your head to look back up. You'll raise the left leg, realign straight, and just hold that left leg up. See if you have just a touch more movement as you just hold this position for a couple more breaths. Bend your left knee. You can set your strap aside, roll the ankle, extending out, rolling the fingers, the wrists, and then finding a little bit of more length in the body, arching the low back. Breathing. And then as you exhale, start to let go of any tension. Draw the arms down. Let the legs come apart on your mat. The arms are kind of pulled away from your side. Palms are up, or you can rest your hands on your stomach. I'm going to be setting up for our Shavasana. So I want you to feel free to get a hold of any props that make you feel a little bit more comfortable, whether it's an eye pillow, or something beneath your head or beneath the knees. And then you'll release, close the eyes, draw the shoulders away from your neck one final time. Softening the forehead, softening around the temples and the eyes, and then softening and releasing around the mouth.
Continue to release and let go of the limbs. Feel the back of the arms and the back of the legs touching and being supported by the mat. Feeling those pressure points, but committing to a more quiet position and moving into more stillness. By now, the breath has started to slow down and lighten. The heart rate has slowed down. The thoughts of the mind also begin to slow down. Move into a little bit more quietness, more peacefulness for these next several minutes. As you're laying here, you're just starting to notice your surroundings, notice your body, and notice your breath. As you start to take slightly fuller breaths, begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Roll onto your right side. As you lay here, deepen the breath even more. And then begin to rise up into a comfortable forward seated position. Bring your hands together, pulling them in at your heart, chin towards your chest, and eyes closed. Life isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Thank you for sharing this Vinyasa flow today. Be well, and as always, the divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste. Once again, thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you next time.